Hi students, my name is Nitesh Narashe. I am from Mannavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is real numbers. That is completed topic. So we have to go to the next topic, that is next lesson on the 10th standard, that is polynomials. So there are three parts in mathematics, that is one is arithmetic, another one is algebra, and another one is geometry. So in arithmetic we are keep on using numbers and number systems, and in algebra we are keep on taking variables and constants and some other identities. In geometry we are taking lines and angles, figures, triangles, circles, all that. So this polynomials is constituted in a algebra part, that is we are keep on using constants and variables. So we already learned that. So 2x is an algebraic term. Here 2 is the constant and x is the variable. So also this constant is also known as coefficient. What is the coefficient of x? 2. So from this we have to do in the next set of concepts. Polynomials. So simply the polynomial is an algebraic expression. So simply, what is this? So that means polynomial is an algebraic expression of more than two algebraic terms. That means the polynomial is an expression containing more than two terms, especially the sum of several terms. That means we have to add up or we have to subtract. So simply we have to add all those terms having a different degrees of variables. That means having the different powers of variables. So what is meant by polynomial? Polynomial is an algebraic expression of more than two terms, especially the sum of several terms having different powers of same variable. So what is meant by polynomial? Polynomial is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression of more than two terms. More than two terms, especially the sum of several terms, especially the sum of several terms having different powers of same variable. Having different powers of same variable. So the self definition is simply, it's an algebraic expression having more than two terms, especially the sum of all these terms. So having different powers of same variable. So let us consider a variable as x. So I will keep on writing the variable x, the expression containing only x. So that means we are represent this polynomial in the form of p of x, that is polynomial of x. So p of x means polynomial of x having several number of terms and also having different powers of same variable. That means we are keep on using ax raised to n plus bx raised to n minus 1 plus cx raised to n minus 2 plus so on to the constant term. So constant term means there is a x factorial x raised to 0. X raised to 0 is equal to 1. So we have to rub that one. So p of x can be represented like this p of x is equal to x raised to n plus bx raised to n minus 1, cx raised to n minus 2, so on up to n. So these are the different powers of x, that is x raised to n, x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n minus 2. These are the different powers. There are more than 2 terms here. So each and every term is multiplied with the sum of coefficients. That is, what is the coefficient of x raised to n? A. What is the coefficient of x raised to n minus 1? B. What is the coefficient of x raised to n minus 2? C. So likewise we have to keep on finding the coefficient of that variable having different powers. So the power of the highest power of the polynomial. So here n is the higher power. N minus 2 is the bit lower than n. So n minus 2 is bit lower than n minus 2. The highest power is n here. So this n is known as degree of the polynomial. The highest power of the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. It is the highest power of the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Degree of the polynomial. Yes. Then what is meant by degree of the polynomial? So the highest power of the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. For example, I will take as x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the highest power of this polynomial? So 2 is the highest power of the polynomial. That means degree of the polynomial is 2. So I hope you understood this. So what do we do when we take x cube plus x plus 1 is equal to 0? What is the highest power of the polynomial? So it's 3. What is the degree of the polynomial? It's also 3. The degree of the polynomial is 3 here. So based on the degree of the polynomial, we are categorizing the polynomial into 3 parts. That is, one is the linear polynomial, and quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. So others also there. So but in this class we are discussing only 3. That is, one is the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. So let us discuss one by one. That is, types of polynomial based on degree of the polynomial. Types of polynomial based on degree of the polynomial. We are categorizing 3 in this class. That is, one is the linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. Firstly, the linear polynomial. Simply, the linear polynomial means the polynomial with degree 1. That is, the polynomial with degree 1 here. So for example, we are taking example as 2x plus 1, then 3 by 2 x minus 3, then ax plus b. So it is. These are the polynomial having highest power as 1 with the same variable. So here the highest power is 1 here, and the highest power is 1 here, and also here highest power is 1 here. So that means the degree of the linear polynomial is always 1 here. So let us move on to the next type, that is quadratic polynomial. Second one is quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial means the polynomial with degree 2. The polynomial with degree 2. any other examples. So here I will take 2x square plus x plus 1, then x square minus 1, or 2 by 3x minus 3 by 2 is, so it's also a quadratic polynomial, or ax square plus bx plus c. So it is also a polynomial with degree 2, that means quadratic polynomial. So here the degree, the highest power of the polynomial is 2, here also highest power of the polynomial is 2, here also, yes, here the highest power of the polynomial is only 1 here. So when we add power 2 here, so that means it's a polynomial with degree 2, that is quadratic polynomial. Here also the degree of the polynomial is 2, that means these are the quadratic polynomials. So let us move on to the next type, that is cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial is a polynomial with degree 3 here. The polynomial with degree 3. For example, we can write ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, or 3x cube minus x, then 4x cube plus 6x square plus 1. So whatever it may be. So we can take, these are the examples of cubic polynomial. Here the degree of the polynomial, highest power of the polynomial is 3. Here also highest power of the polynomial is 3. Here also the highest power of the polynomial is 3. That means these are the cubic polynomials. So we knew that what is linear polynomial, what is quadratic polynomial, and what is cubic polynomial. So let us move on to the next topic. So here we are taking the geometrical representation of linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. After that we have to represent the polynomial, then the coefficient of polynomial with the zeros of the polynomial. So in this class we have to keep on taking one by one. Firstly linear polynomial, we already knew about that. After that we have to take geometrical representation, and then its relation between coefficient and zeros of the polynomial. So before that we have to know about the zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial. So zero you already knew about that. Zero means it's a one of the number. But here it's not that zero. This zero is the y coordinate is 0. So that means zero of the polynomial is defined as the point where the whole algebraic expression or whole polynomial is 0. So that means zero of the polynomial can be defined as the value or a point where the polynomial is 0 on whole. It is zero of the polynomial can be defined as the value or point where the whole polynomial becomes 0. So let us understand by taking some of the example. For example, I will take 2x minus 3. P of x is equal to 2x minus 3. So some examples. So 2x minus 3 is a linear polynomial having degree 1. When we substitute a value x here, when we substitute any value of x, for example x is equal to something, we have to take here. After that, p of x is equal to 0. P of x turns into 0 when we substitute this x into this polynomial becomes 0. That means after that we got p of x is equal to 0. That value of x is called the 0 of the polynomial. So I hope you understood that. So we have to equate that p of x is equal to 0. That means 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. We have to transpose minus 3 here. 2x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 by 2. That means if we substitute 3 by 2 in this polynomial, that means in this polynomial, the polynomial becomes 0 on the whole. The whole polynomial becomes 0. That means this value of x is called the 0 of the polynomial. So I hope you understood that. So let us move on to the next concept, that is geometrical representation of the 0 of the polynomial. Geometrical representation of 0 of the polynomial. Yes. So geometrical representation of the 0 of the polynomial. I didn't take any type of polynomial. Firstly, we are taking linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. So just observe that linear polynomial. So for example, 2x plus 3 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. You can take any, or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. You can take any expression. So this is in the form of y is equal to mx plus 3, that is straight line. The graph looks like straight line. So just from the name only indicates it's a straight line because line. So there is a term line here. So from this we can take that the graph of the linear polynomial looks like a straight line. So let us take ax plus b is a linear polynomial. That means if we plot a graph of ax plus b is equal to 0, so that means it's a straight line. So also here 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. It's in the form of y is equal to mx plus 3. It is in the form of y is equal to mx plus 3. The graph of p of x is equal to 2x plus 3 is straight line. So let us discuss about this. So we have to take some of the values of x and we have to substitute in this value. So then we have to take the graph. So substitute y is equal to 2x plus 3 here. So then we have to take the value of x and y. Yes, x and y is equal to 2x plus 3. So then we have to take firstly 0. First we start with 0 and then we take a number, and after that, after substituting the value of x, we got this value 0. So just consider both these cases in first. Then we take any other number, for example -2 or 1. So whatever it may be. So you can take this first. So here, if we substitute x here, what we get? So 2x, 2 into 0. So 2 into 0, 0 and 3 remains here. So from this we can take x is equal to what we get, 3 minus 3 by 2. So if we substitute minus 3 by 2, that means minus 1.5. So from the division we can get it. So after that we got 0. If we substitute minus 2, what we get? Y is equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 2 into minus 2 minus 4 plus 3 is equal to minus 1. We get, yes, minus 1 here we get. Then if we substitute 2, y is equal to 2 into 1 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 here. Yes, you can make this calculation in rough, so don't make in the fail. So these are the values of x and these are the values of y. After that we have to plot a graph here. I will part this blackboard and take the scale and we have to draw the graph. Yes. So we have to take the equidistant coordinates here. It's a positive x-axis and it's a negative x-axis, and it's a positive y-axis and negative y-axis. Here we are keep on taking the positive integers, here we are keep on taking negative integers. Here we keep on taking positive integer and we keep on taking negative integers. Here increasing in this side, here decreasing in this side. So we are increasing this side and decreasing this. Here increasing this side and decreasing this side. So we are taking the coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here -1, -2, -3 and -1. Here also -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So we are just aware of these numbers. So y coordinate is a maximum number 5. So I take here 5. So and here 3 is there. So we can take up. I will take here up to 5. 5 is no problem. So just we are taking these coordinates into the graph. So let us check 0 and 3. X coordinate is 0. Y coordinate is 3. X coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 3 means here the value is here. Then x coordinate is -3 by 2, that is -1.5, and here 0. Y coordinate is 0. -3 by 2, that means -1.5, and y coordinate is 0 here. So second point. Then -2, -1, that is -2 in x coordinate and -1 in the y coordinate. So that is -2 in x coordinate and -1 in y coordinate. So then 1 and 5, x coordinate 1 and y coordinate 5 is here. So we have to just add those lines, join those lines. Yes. So here, after that we have to mention the point here. So it is -2, -1, -2, -1. Here, what is here? -3 by 2, -3 by 2, 0. Then here 0, 3, 0, 3, and the finally 1, 5. So observe this graph. After we substitute the value of x and we getting the value of y, we got the x coordinate and the y coordinate. We are having some of the points here. After drawing that graph, pointing that points, so we joined that line, so this looks like a straight line. So that means, so we already discussed about the linear polynomial. After drawing the graph, we got the straight line here. So that means linear polynomial represents a straight line. So after that we got, so when we take the value of minus 3/2, the y coordinate is 0. So that means this line touches the x-axis at one point here. So that means this is the 0 of the linear polynomial. So here also touches the x-axis, but we don't aware of the y-axis. We are just taking the intersection of x-axis. That means here the graph, here the line cuts or intersects x-axis at one point, that is the 0 of the polynomial. So we can write it as the graph or the straight line cuts the x-axis at one point. So this is the 0 of the polynomial. Then what is the 0 of the polynomial here? X is equal to minus 3/2 is the value of the 0 of this polynomial. So this is about the geometrical representation of the 0 of this linear polynomial. So I hope you understood that. So let us move ahead to the relation between the coefficient and 0 of the polynomial. So let's just look at here. So 3 is here. So it can be written in the form of ax plus b here. Okay. So b is here. So b is 3 here. Then a is 2. But so there is a minus sign. So that means, so 0 can be expressed in the form of 0 of the linear polynomial can be expressed in the form of minus b/a. Whatever may be the linear polynomial, whatever may be the examples of linear polynomial, we can write it in this form, minus b/a form. That is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. That means, that also means the linear polynomial has only one 0. So I hope you understood that. So let us move on to the relation. Relation between coefficient, relation between the coefficient and 0 of the polynomial. So linear polynomial, we are taking linear polynomial. This is a linear polynomial. We already knew that linear polynomial can be expressed in the form of ax plus b here. Ax plus b, p of x is equal to ax plus b here. When the p of x is equal to 0, that means it's a 0 of the polynomial. That value of x is the 0 of the polynomial. When p of x is equal to 0, so then ax plus b is equal to 0. So then we can transpose this plus b into RHS side. Ax is equal to minus b, and then we can transpose a to the RHS at A is equal to minus B by A. That means B is a constant term. That means minus of constant term divided by the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here. So this is the formula for 0 of the linear polynomial. That is the formula for 0 of the linear polynomial. Yes. So x is equal to, so we are keep on taking x is equal to, so minus of constant term. We are taking any other example of a linear polynomial, just take minus of constant divided by coefficient of x. So I will take one example. So for example 6x minus 5 is equal to 0. So just take x is equal to minus b by or minus of constant term. What is the constant term here? Minus 5. Minus of minus 5 divided by minus 5 is the constant term here. It can be written as 6x plus of minus 5. Minus of minus 5 divided by coefficient of x here. So what is the coefficient of x here? 6 is equal to 5 by 6. X is equal to 5 by 6. When we substitute x is equal to 5 by 6, it will be 0. So let us check. 6x minus 5 is equal to 0. I will substitute 5 by 6 here. 6 into 5 by 6 minus 5 is equal to 0. 6 into 6 getting cancels. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So it is 0 is equal to 0 here. So this is the relation between the coefficient and the 0 of the polynomial. So from this we directly take the 0 of the polynomial. From this formula we are taking the 0 of the polynomial directly. So I hope you understood about the polynomials and what are the types of polynomials and what are those examples and what is meant by 0 of the polynomial, what is the how we can represent geometrically the 0 of the linear polynomial. It should be a straight line. And finally we studied about the correlation between coefficient and 0 of the linear polynomial. In next class we are discussing about quadratic polynomial. So in that also we are just taking the geometrical representation of 0 of the quadratic polynomial and also the relation between coefficient. So I hope you enjoyed this. So you are keep on taking some of the linear polynomials and draw the geometrical representation and find the relation between coefficient and 0 of the polynomial. So thank you. Be safe and stay at home. Thank you.